Okay, now it's time to tour the water. Today, Lydia and I are back in one of our favorite places we've ever been to here on the north shore of Lake Tahoe, on Crystal Bay to be specific, on the Nevada side, or as Lydia says,
Nevada.
The Nevada side. So let me know what you guys, I think it's Nevada. Let's start a poll in the comments or something, I'll pin it. But we're here on the Nevada side.
Nevada.
Okay. At a home that honestly just looks completely different than anything else sitting here on Lake Tahoe. It's contemporary in the way it sits, but you wouldn't be able to guess what year it was built in. It was actually built in 2008. So this home is nearly 20 years old at this point, nearly 10,000 square feet. So Mark Jawolski is the architect on this project, those almost 20 years ago. And as I mentioned, you really can't place it in a time period because of how it was constructed. And I believe it was almost nicknamed the Wave House at one point as well for how it kind of cascades on one another here on the roof line. But so many cool architectural moments that flow into the interior and kind of just replicate what we see out here. But on the exterior of this home, you notice all the pitched roof lines, and even the glass is even angled so it's leaning out towards your views, which just creates for really cool, just magical moments on the inside of the home. And right here, the 2-bay garage also mimics that same idea. I mean, it's literally leaning out a few angles. And then inside you have a space for 2 cars, a great workshop space, and even a peek at the views in the lake as you pull into your drive. I mean, Lake Tahoe, that's what it's about, is that blue water, and you even have a place to dry your boots inside the garage. So it's built for obviously year-round living. And you also have another place to park just off here on the motor court. But let's go inside this home. This is incredible. This is actually listed by my friends Breck Overall and Sandra Jackson. I mean, this home is really just set up like a gallery. You have the art, which is, of course, the natural beauty of Lake Tahoe, but the artwork that's just set inside. I mean, you saw that granite slab, which also lines the Lake Tahoe bed as well right here. It almost looks like a surfboard, which kind of is a little foreshadowing because we're going to be actually surfing with Lynn a little bit later here in this tour right outside this home. And then just down below, you can only see this piece of artwork as you step in or go down the elevator. And this was done by Jesus Morales, and it has this really cool geometric and red pop just off the entry. It's just a cool little piece that only people that get to enter this home see, and now you guys. So right off to the right is a hidden storage closet. So you can hang your clothes up right here, kick off your wet boots, or obviously the wet boots go in the garage actually, don't put them in here. There's a whole space for it in the garage. But you're gonna notice how much volume and glass is inside this home. I've never seen anything like it. So you have a couple options when you step inside this home. One, here's your more daily path, which is the garage just next to Lydia. But behind me, you have a couple options, as I mentioned. So you can go down this elevator. I mean, this is so cool. It's just this huge cylinder that drops you 4 stories down from where we're standing, and it goes all 5 levels. So it's incredible. Or you can go down this dramatic staircase. So not a bad path, regardless of where you go, and just look at these views between the water, the layering of the mountains, the snow-capped mountains off in the distance. I mean, it's really year-round. There's so much great snowboarding and skiing close by. Just the access of this location is incredible. I mean, the trees, the wildlife, and Incline Village. I mean, everything is just so close. I mean, right here on the border of California and Nevada, so you can go wherever you want out here. It's so cool. But I wanted to point out these structural steel fittings that are supporting these windows. I mean, look how cool that is. It's so industrial, much like the elevator that we're about to see. And of course, when you're standing up anywhere in a home like this with a staircase that expands 5 levels, you gotta look down, right? That's like always the most fun thing is looking down. But we're about to go down there. So we're gonna use the elevator. And this reminds me of like the Willy Wonka movie, you know, or if you're like at a bank and you put, you know, a check or something in there and it sucks the tube up. This is what that reminds me of. So I'll meet you down on the 4th floor. So look at this. This is probably the most fun part. You can look up. There's just a huge skylight above you, and you're gonna see all the engineering of the actual elevator. Look at this, so cool. Now we're about to visit the first of 4 bedrooms right here. Don't worry, I'll go down the stairs next. I'm not gonna make Lydia go down all the stairs.
I'll just go down all 5 flights.
Right here is our first bedroom, and you'll notice the tone shift just a bit with that dark green palette as we step into the bedroom, which also has dark green carpet. Just very moody and organic feeling in here. All the soft track lighting on the ceiling, and then of course, amazing views of Tahoe. And we're more shielded on this side of the home. You have great sunrise views, but throughout the day, this room stays cool thanks to this part of the home that almost acts as a partition and shields it. But Lydia can actually loop around behind this king size bed where all the great built-in shelving is. And we're gonna step over into the closet. So check this out. It's just all one continuous loop. And you notice there's a lot of irregular shapes happening, a lot of curvature and just cool geometric shapes that follow the different patterns of the exterior into the interior, as I mentioned, but every bedroom has its own ensuite. Everything just fully integrated. You'll notice even the door frames are just integrated into the walls itself. It just feels very warm inside this tile encased bathroom. Water closet is just behind that pocket door. And here at the double vanity, notice all the faucets right here integrated into the vanity, and at the deep soaking tub, it's integrated into the ground. The glass, the mirrors, all integrated as well into the walls. Everything's just fully custom. And then just around the corner, you have a hot towel rack right here. So you can warm all your towels as you get out of the tub or your wet entry shower. And I just love the curvature that's happening right here. Just very unique. Even the shower head is custom, and it follows the same curvature as the wall. I mean, everything custom. Look at that. Everything is this oval shape to mimic what we see here. So cool and very intentional. As you're going to see throughout this home, it's really just set up like artwork. Even the way you flow through the home. I mean, check out the baseboards. They go inset into the wall, and then you have the outlets right there. So everything is just hidden and flush. I thought that was really cool. You don't see that intentionality a whole lot in custom homes, but in here, everything is fully custom. I mean, out these windows, you can see people paddleboarding, wake surfing. It is so cool. And you can hear, you know, music at times. I mean, everyone's just having a great time out on the lake, and I'm jealous. And you'll notice as well, right here from a push of a button, everything is motorized. So the shades actually follow this track, and then you have a fully blacked out room. But I think it'd be pretty fun to wake up to those lake views every single morning. I mean, that's what you're here for. I'm gonna go down the stairs. Lydia's gonna meet you guys on the 3rd level.
Riding this elevator is so much fun because it goes all 5 floors of the home, and each floor gives you a different perspective out this glass to the lake. And it's really calling our name right now, so it's kind of hard to do the rest of the tour.
We're only on the 3rd level still, so.
But this is my favorite corner of the home. This is the wellness corner. And in here, you have this fully custom powder bathroom. You've got the custom vessel sink, the custom glass right here, granite right here that curves around, and it reflects the light soft purple on the walls here, and then the water closet tucked behind. And then in this space, this is the wellness room. I feel like you can get a very therapeutic workout in because of all the soft purple on the curvy walls right here, and then views of the lake right here.
And I've been seeing so many people just outside rowing or just free swimming. So you can get a workout in here, but during the summer, I'm out there swimming.
Out on the lake. You have the beautiful penny tile right here on the beam, which mimics this super fun jacuzzi right here that fits 4 people. More penny tile on this zigzag or lightning bolt shape. You can step up here through the glass.
This room is so cool because you can steam up this entire room.
Over here you have your steam room and then another curvy shower. And I can imagine getting a massage in and having perfect views of the lake.
And what's really nice is since the tub, massage table, shower, steam room, everything's connected in this one enclosed glass wellness corner, it can get really nice and warm and hot in here. So during that massage, it's gonna feel that much better after you're done skiing.
It feels so good. And this is why it's my favorite part of the home. But over here, I thought this feature was super fun because I'm used to, filling the bathtub over by the bathtub. But here, you just hit tub fill.
I've never seen that.
And then
your tub literally fills up from the press of a button on the wall, like a light switch.
And then you can also hit tub drain and it drains itself.
That is so cool. That's a first.
First of many. Stepping out of the wellness room, you can tell how much privacy you have with this exterior wall where that staircase is, the trees lining the property, but nothing's blocking your view of the water. And walking around the sculptural piece of glass, we're gonna head into the kitchen now. Past the elevator and the staircase, and past this curvy wall, it all opens up to the lake.
I mean, there's just glass on every surface. There's not a standard or normal wall in this space. It's all just glass connected with those steel connectors that we saw earlier. There's even subtle curvature happening as we go over here into the living room. I mean, also, look at this couch. So you can sit on it either way or kick your feet up right here and enjoy the views next to this fireplace, which is almost pulling you into it. You can see that it's inset into that granite, just like the windows are pulling you out. So I'm noticing a lot of that theme of pushing and pulling you into different moments. And then notice up above on the mantle and behind the TV that's integrated, the curvature that's also happening following the exterior roof line. Just those subtle details that just make a space just feel really welcoming, just like this bright, bright kitchen.
And you have natural light pouring in, obviously, from the lake side of the home, but then also the front of the home as well, where the boulders are. And technically, I don't know, I guess the lake side is the front side of the home.
Right. Yeah, I think more people are going to be seeing what's behind me than the other side, right? I mean, this is the big moment. Everyone's passing by on boats, and you can even see reflection of the lake happening on the cabinets. The views never escape you here, but this right here on this massive slab of marble, by the way, check out this faucet. So this isn't for show, guys. All these little pieces of metal actually are carrying the water. So it all spins and wraps around on both sets, which I thought was super unique. I actually tested it out because I was like, no, there's no way that's real. So I put hot water through it, and sure enough, all of them were hot.
That's such a fun feature.
Isn't that cool?
Look at how cool this curved hood vent is that's in that fogged glass. And it mimics the fireplace behind Gavin with the induction stove top below it.
And if you get real low, you can look up towards the artwork, which is what we saw a little bit earlier.
You just can't be 6'6" to see it.
Yeah, or just on your knees.
Look at how fun this cupboard is here. So instead of climbing your entire body back, it's on this really cool track system. So all your pots and pans are right there for you. And then another fun feature, on this little lever arm right here, another super cool cupboard.
So everything's just hidden away. I just love how it's very aesthetic. It's very pleasing to actually do as well and see it happen, but it's very functional. So this home is very, very livable.
We've got the classic Lydia machine.
Espresso, the microwave, the 2 ovens, all Miele.
And then right here in this circular spot of the kitchen dining room, you've got the fireplace in that fogged glass. And it all wraps around to your butler's pantry right here with more views of those boulders. So just natural light pouring in, and your dining room with this beautiful oval table. And you really don't need dinner and a show because your show is right out through the glass.
Right now we're on one of the largest yachts I've ever seen on Lake Tahoe. And then you can just hop off and go anywhere on your board.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. I mean, we can surf up to the house that's right here.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah, the accessibility of it, the kind of transportation aspects. And then what's really cool is if you have a boat, it's super complimentary because They're very easy to handle. We've designed it in a way so like it's fully modular. The battery and jet fit into a backpack, and you can carry the board under one arm, which means you can like get on and off your boat super easily. They don't take up a lot of space. It takes a lot of time to design something like that. That's simple. That is that simple and small and kind of easy to carry. But beginners who have never surfed or even like been on rail, they say, meaning like be doing carves on a snowboard. I've never done that. I've never surfed, and I thought I would never get that feeling in my life. But then on these boards, it's like within 5 minutes you get that feeling, and that's feels like a cheat code. And then what's really cool about them is even if you do have a bunch of board sports experience and you are a pro snowboarder or a pro surfer, you are like blown away by this unique, crazy new feeling that feels like if snowboarding and surfing and skateboarding had a baby.
Right.
And it's just like this whole new thing. And it's so cool that, you know, we've created something that is for everybody.
Free entertainment is happening right outside these windows. I mean, everyone's out having fun on their wake boats, getting pulled on tubes, surfboards, right outside these pitched windows. I mean, look at the angle of these. Thanks for demonstrating that later.
You're welcome.
It really shows off how steep of an angle that those are done at. But what might be more impressive than that is this approximately 2,000 pound glass pivot door which goes out to the balcony. And to open it up, check this out. You have to pull, and that disengages the rod that goes into the ground. Then you push it open, and it does not feel like 2,000 pounds. But you'll notice, yeah, no, it's so light. But on the ground, there's these little divots, and then you choose one at what angle you'd like, and then you push down here, and then now your door's open, and you can go this way or this way outside. And you can just hang out here, have a great lunch, and then go back out onto the water like these guys. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're almost there. But now let's go back inside, and we got a couple more floors to visit before we jump in the water. Now down on the second floor landing, I did want to point out that each step is 5 panels of glass. It's everything here in this home is commercial grade, included with this floating 5-story staircase. It's incredible, and again, fogged once again, just diffusing that natural light that comes in, and this just wall of glass, just beautifully framing all these pine trees outside. It's stunning. But back behind us, we have the laundry room. You have storage on your left and right, and then this is a really fun, just a really unique space. As you take a look around, you just notice there's artwork subtly placed everywhere, and you can tell it was custom for this home. I mean, if you look at the countertops, there's also a sink over here, round once again, but the veining is pulling out that blue from this table right here, which is artwork. I mean, you can move this around, unlock all the bike wheels, and move it around wherever you'd like, which that was super playful. And then this chandelier, which is counterweighted, is also made out of bicycles. And it's really cool. You wouldn't notice it, but as you look into it, they've warped the metal and wrapped it around these fixtures. So I thought that was a lot of fun as well. And plenty of washing machines, grid pattern layout on some of the cabinets, and tons of places to store laundry and towels. So as you come back across, we're now gonna step into where the deals are made and the sleep happens. So just across the hall, I did wanna point out the fact that these are fire doors. So these are commercial grade. I mean, you're gonna see this on luxury yachts or commercial, cruise ships, and it's right here in the home. So in case there was ever fire or a lockdown, these all automatically shut and protect, right, this side of the home or wherever it is to contain it. So into the office, you notice the dark features of the custom cabinetry laid out throughout all the walls, the track lighting, just subtly lighting this place almost like an art gallery because we have so much natural light coming through this glass. It's just all frameless, so beautiful. And it just continues to wrap around that curvy wall, and you can sit down right here, take phone calls from the desk, and just be inspired by where you're at with all this natural beauty. It's very relaxing. Even when things go wrong, it's still relaxing.
Just look outside.
Just like outside, that's your inspiration. But here into the bedroom, it all opens up from the office as you step in, that very soft muted purple once again, and then we open up to your views. As night falls, and maybe you wanna black this room out to watch a movie, you can with these dainty little tracks that fall from the ceiling. And you can completely black out this room because you might want to watch a movie when you're in here in bed, and you can do that. You can raise your TV from the foot of your bed. But in the mornings, You may not even want the shades. You may just want to be woken up by the blue water and the Tahoe sun out here. It's incredible. And from here as well, check out this architectural stainless steel fireplace. Just I love the depth that it creates in here. Just another layer of character in this kind of more curved organic room. So notice the headboard hits the curved wall, which goes into the vestibule. So you have a couple directions you can go inside here. And yeah, the audio changes quite a bit. It's like almost disorientating because of the circle, which is really fun. And it does feel like you're on a cruise ship or a boat because you have all this glass and you can open and close up different passageways. So if you don't want anyone walking in while you're showering, you can close this all up, but still the light transfers, which I thought was fun. But just over here, you have the full closet with the barrel ceilings, and it runs the entire length of this room. And it does have that nautical yacht feel like we've been talking about throughout this home tour. And as you step in, you have the walk-in shower, the checkered pattern in the tile, all in those different blues contrasting each other, just like the water outside. It's so beautiful. And you have one of the largest bathtubs I've ever seen, which also follows that same wave pattern like the home. But Lake Tahoe being so clean, this is the biggest bathtub I've ever seen, but really this probably is. You could bathe in that. Like, it is that clean. When you hop out, you don't smell like a lake.
You smell good.
You smell like you just took a shower. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I wonder how many people actually just
Probably a lot.
just use like bio certified shampoo instead of just save water. I don't know. But floating vanity and suspended mirrors right here as well, because you've got to see your views outside. And you have a little stair system that goes all the way down to your 2 chairs where you can watch the sunset. So a lot of cool moments in here and custom pieces. Look at how fun this chair is.
I love that little chair.
Like, this is so cute in that blue. And you can follow the tile back here, and that's where you're going to find the water closet. But a lot of fun details and moments in here, included with the quartzite underneath these vessel sinks. So now we're going to go one more floor down, and we're getting closer to the water. We're getting closer every single time.
So close.
I love the different levels we get a little bit closer. The final landing in this glass home and stair set takes you down to the wine tasting room. And this railing is a bit different as it flows like a wave down to the landing and widens out. And then there's just a wall of that fogged glass like we've been seeing. So much light even down here because it all travels through the skylights and the wall of glass. And I feel like it's mandatory once you're sitting down here to look up. It's so cool. I mean, it's just as impressive looking up as it is down. It's just so dramatic. It feels like you're in different levels of a cruise ship. You know, everyone gets a different view, but still a view of the water outside their windows. And it's fun how this home takes advantage of every level. And then off to the left is maintenance and also a storage room. But right here is 2 more guest bedrooms. And again, the hallway just flows like the rest of the home. And even here in the guest suite, the wall is curved. And it's fun how this home just makes you move around different. And even here in the ensuite, it just makes you move around differently. So not only do you have the blue tile on every surface and the white on the ceiling with the custom vessel sink and glass here in the corner, but look at this. I'll step in. You have to walk around to get into your shower. I mean, how cool is this? And
that's such a cool shower.
Ignore the shower head height. Lydia, come in here. Look at this. Sometimes this is why you're here, Lyd.
This gives for better scale. This is why I'm hired to do this.
It's a good height. Sometimes I just like throw the proportions off a bit. So back here into the ensuite, you have a queen size bed set up, but this does a lot of the talking here in the corner. It's so fun. I mean, look at this. I feel like we're in the future right now. This is such a fun chair.
That's a great chair.
Turn and look at your views, but it does make you feel like you're in a yacht with all the custom built-ins into the walls. It's very thoughtfully placed. So it does have that nautical theme even in some of the bedding and structures. So down the hallway, again, we're gonna flow. You have your lounge set up right here. Everything is done at that subtle curve, and you have direct access to your grounds. But just a great place to turn on the TV, have a conversation, or enjoy your free entertainment. And more custom built-ins right here, kind of set up like a gallery. But as you go into our last bedroom here, This bathroom is a ton of fun. So here is the water closet. I mean, even the toilets are custom.
Those are pretty impressive.
That even looks like a spaceship. It is so cool. And then around the corner, you have a shower tub combo. I love the playful tile and the thoughtful can lights and niches for all your belongings. And even the vanity is fun. All the hardware is built in, everything's floating, carrying on that nautical theme. And here's the bedroom. So this one's fun. Even the bedspread has a splash of color, and everything's very neutral because so much blue is happening outside these windows. There's just color everywhere here in this one. But now let's go onto the grounds and the trails, and I mean, we're gonna jump in the water.
We're gonna get in the water now.
There's no surprise, we're gonna jump into the water. Now this is the fun part of the tour. We're just gonna hike down these lawn steps down to the actual dock and jump in. But I've been talking about these pitched windows the entire tour. And if you look up, it feels like this home is now leaning over us. But let's go on this hike and go jump in the water.